Sea of Thieves developer update came out just about an hour ago. Let's watch it.
Hey everyone! So there's such high energy on the team right now, and there's some incredible work going on behind the scenes. But let's face it, the last few months have been rough. We'll get into it in this update, along with our rollout plan for Season 16, a refresh on game security, and then an update on where we're currently focusing on game health. So first up, let's talk game performance. Our performance drive continues, with the team making some fundamental changes to Sea of Thieves systems behind the scenes. This is complex work, but is necessary for us to make those meaningful improvements here in game performance. It's fair to say that we've struggled to manage the risk of that work in recent updates, however, and we've introduced instability to the live game as a result. We're continuing to press on and taking these lessons on board to improve our processes as we go. I can't promise there won't be rocky times ahead, but we're working hard to mitigate the risk as best we can. That leads nicely onto our recent issue with diving. Many asked how the introduction of wild boar could have such a sizable impact on the game. Well, unsurprisingly, the big piggies had nothing to do with the issues here with diving and server migration. The impact here was a result of performance improvements behind the scenes, which unfortunately caused server migrations to begin to fail. Following the efforts of the team last week, a hotfix was deployed which addressed the stuck black loading screens and re-enabled Hourglass play. Now, we unfortunately had to take Hourglass down for a few weeks while we addressed the issues affecting diving. So in June, we'll be scheduling the return of Fight Nights with a week-long event. There'll be boosted allegiance and gold for the duration, and some unique cosmetics for both the Servants of Flame and Guardians of Fortune to earn during the event. And then finally, to wrap up our live update. Last month we rolled out our new enforcement policy, with the goal of creating a more fair and transparent approach to enforcement across Sea of Thieves. And as with any new policy, there's going to be opportunities for us to learn and improve to ensure it's meeting our goals. One area we've reviewed is our approach to content shared on external platforms, where we've discussed internally about where we want to draw the line, in the light of some enforcement action that was recently taken. We'll be taking this as a lesson to improve and provide clarity on our policy. Now, on to Season 16 with a spicy Reapers focus. We kick off the season on May 22nd as part of our next content update. Season 16 launches with the Reaper's first on-demand voyage from the quest table, gaining the aid of skeleton mercenaries buried beneath the sand, and fort vaults rewarding the devastating new item, the deployable Reaper's Cannon of Rage. We know this deployable cannon is certainly going to shake up naval encounters.
Can't wait to see all the stuff that we can really do with the Rage Cannon. Wondering if the cannon is able to be put in buildings or if that's like disabled.
Unlocking them to be used as aggressive bow chasers, or alternatively for rear-facing defence. But these can also be used to fortify islands and forts. We can't wait to see how players creatively use this new tool in their arsenal. These cannons have been carefully balanced to provide clear counters, as they can be detonated when taking damage, providing that necessary risk and reward for their use. In June, players will be able to break the seal on Reaper's chests, releasing Order of Bone and Blade skeletons to aid them. And then closing out the season in July, there'll be a further addition to the quest table with a Reaper's Bones voyage that allows crews to create their own chest of bones. Moving on from Season 16, I wanted to share an update on our game security efforts. I haven't talked about it publicly over the last few months, but our team has continued to work with Epic.
You say Epic? Rare X Epic? I like the sound of it.
And strengthen our systems, improving our anti-cheat detections. These efforts from the team have meaningfully disrupted cheat developers and their users, and we've seen real success here as we've continued to improve the security of our game. Now, I've said it before, this is always an arms race, and we're not going to be complacent, but it's great to see the impact that we're having here. With May's update arriving later this week, We'll also be cracking down on modified pack files. We've been monitoring their usage over the last few months and using that to help hone our detections. So we're looking forward to launching this new system in this week's update. And finally, I wanted to share some of the areas where our game health team are focusing at the moment. While we're clearly continuing our efforts in game performance and security, we're now starting to pick up some of the longer standing experiential issues that matter most to you. Up first is our old friend the water desync. This bug is an old one and their team are investigating how we can address its recent regression. The team are digging into the issues that can cause extended black screens when returning from the Ferry of the Damned. The merchant supplies are getting a rework under the hood to address their delivery issues. We're addressing ships being intentionally beached in shallow water during Hourglass to protect them from sinking, and the team are then reworking the Skull of Siren Song's respawning rules to prevent it affecting ships not participating in the voyage. While these fixes won't be arriving in May, these are all currently being worked on for future updates. Right, that's enough for now. Bring on Season 16!
Well, May 22nd is when the new season of Sea of Thieves. I can't wait.